Astrology
And
with
my name
Amy.
is Emilius. This is Let's Talk Astrology with Amy. So previously I talked about the effects of Saturn transit in Pisces for Sagittarius rising or ascendant. So now I'll be focusing on the effects of Saturn transit in Pisces for Capricorn rising or ascendant. Now, as you can see here, this is my Vedic chart. Yeah, and this is Saturn transiting the third house of the Capricorn rising people, Capricorn ascendant people. Saturn is transiting the third house. So what exactly the effect of Saturn transit in third house of Capricorn rising? Now here's the thing. The third house represents efforts, communication, siblings. It also represents, our ability to make something happen. The third house is also the Upper house. It's also the Upper house. So the Upper house are the third, 6th, 10th and 11th house, as it is here, as written here. So this is exactly the thing. So it's concerned about material growth. The third house is concerned about material growth, material increase, material advancement. So just as the 6th house, 10th house and 11th house are also concerned about material growth. So here's the thing. Saturn here in Pisces, the Pisces here is more like spiritual escapist thing. Escapist thing. So like unrealistic fantasy things like that. So Saturn coming here in the third house of Capricorn rising, it's more like, it makes those people become, very reserved, especially in their communications. They become very reserved. The way they will express themselves or communicate to others at this time will be much of a very reserved one, not like the way it is before. They may become very more empathetic with the way they express themselves, to communicate themselves to others. But the issue right there is based on the material advancement or material growth. So this Saturn transit here, because we know the Capricorn rising to be doer, to be hard workers, to be people who want to achieve goals, who are willing to strive out to achieve their goals, because the Capricorn, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So these are more like people who want to achieve material goals, who want to be successful in their undertakings. But yeah, Saturn is going to create restrictions here, because the Pisces sign is not about material desires. The Pisces sign is more about spiritual desires. So that's exactly where the problem is. So Saturn transit in Pisces here is going to make those people, become more like laid back. They will sense or experience this kind of like restrictions in the things they undertake. They will experience this kind of restrictions in the things they undertake or the things they're doing. That exactly explains the effect of Saturn transit. Yeah, they experience this kind of restrictions, like not able to, push, or maybe when they are pushing to achieve their goals, they kind of feel some kind of things whereby, the more they try pushing, the more they're sensing some kind of restrictions, like something is not making it materialize. Something is restricting their efforts for materializing. So that exactly explains the effect of Saturn transit here in third house. So it will create this kind of escapism, things like that, in which they feel something like something is holding them back from achieving their goals. But how to deal with this effect is this. The best way to deal with this effect of Saturn transit here is they need to become more persistent, because Saturn teaches persistency, consistency. So they need to be consistent and persistent in anything they are doing. They need to keep pushing hard, not to give up, not to allow the Pisces fantasy, to weigh them down. They need to keep striving hard to achieve their goals. And they need to be realistic, like have realistic intentions, like be realistic of what they want to achieve. Lay out their plans, lay out their goals, and follow through. So that's exactly the way to deal with the effect of Saturn transit in the third house. So Saturn is second house ruler in third house. So Saturn as second house ruler in third house is more about the second house is about family life finances, but I want to focus on the finances aspect because a lot of people want to like, how's my finances going to be like? I know for you Capricorn rising people, you want to be sure, you want to know about how your finances will be like. So what this is what Saturn does here. Saturn has second house like in third house, based on transit. It's going to like make these finances of these people be kind of a bit delayed, or in terms of not really be kind of dissatisfied, because second as is finances, third as is effort. These people, we kind of like put in effort to improve their finances, to achieve good financial position. But because it's in Pisces and Saturn is a Pisces sign, it's going to create some kind of things whereby they may become dissatisfied, like they may not be getting up to what they want. The second house is money in the bank, and all that money in the pocket and all that. So those people, we kind of like experience these kind of restrictions, like, or not being able to achieve the realistic amount they want. The realistic amount they want. Like they may experience these challenges, these issues of not meeting the expected amount they want to achieve, the expected financial thing they really want to achieve. So that's exactly the issue with Saturn as second as well. So they have to put in a lot of effort, like you say, be more persistent in trying to because Saturn we make them find it difficult to attain the realistic, the expected financial position, or financial position that they want to achieve. So it's important, they need to keep striving and trying hard to make that happen. So Saturn as first house ruler in third house. So Saturn as first house ruler in third house is going to transit into third house. Is going to it's really more about those people now, because Saturn is the first house ruler here in third house. So it's more about those people now, the self, your identity, your personal image, your personality now. So what this means is that these people are going to be laid back. Like there may be times in which they may be like, they may be laid back, not to really putting in a lot of effort, because Saturn want to achieve, want to strive. Saturn is more about hard work, pushing yourself to achieve responsibilities and all that. But Pisces here is more like wanting to relax, daydreamers kind of energy. That's exactly what the Pisces sign means. Like it gives the daydreamers kind of energy. So that's exactly what it brings here. So it makes those people kind of relax, not really be able to push as much as they want, or not be able to push to an extent, to a great extent. So it kind of creates those feelings of I don't need to try too much and all those things like that, or maybe a lazy kind of attitude, kind of things like that. So that's exactly what this transit is. So it can make them become laid back, in achieving their goals, in pushing themselves, in achieving certain things. Or they may experience as much as they try to push, they may not be getting the expected outcome of what they want to achieve. So that really explains the effect of Saturn here, as first house ruler in third house. So from here, Saturn it gets the third aspect on their fifth house. So third aspect of fifth house has to do with those people's hobbies, creativities, and all that. So it means that these people, we know at this time we have to try and put in effort to try and express their creative ideas, work on building their creative ideas and all those things like that. They need to find ways in terms of making use of their creative ideas. So all those things. And it also talks about children, kids, and all that. So it's more or less like this time that we need to give much attention to their kids, pay more attention to their kids' well-being, upbringing, and all that. So that's exactly the aspect on fifth house. So from here, it's also from third aspect. Saturn gets the seventh aspect on ninth house. Seventh aspect on ninth house, has to do with these people beliefs, ideology, religion, and all that, faith, travels and all those things. So Saturn here is kind of like wanting make them question their faith, religion, and all those things like that, their beliefs, and wanting to make them work on improving on these areas. So they work on improving on these areas, understanding what is important, how to really make their beliefs put into use and all that. So That's exactly the thing. And also matters related to travels, maybe there can be some kind of travels may be delayed and all those things like that. So yeah, maybe they may have to try more than once, so to make certain trips or foreign travel successful and all those things like that. So that's exactly what the seventh aspect here means. So from this certain case, the 10th aspect on the 12th house. So it's the 9th and 12th house has one thing in common, which is foreign travels. So these people foreign travels at this time, they will need to be more prepared, very well planned. Like it needs to be very well planned. Their travels need to be very well planned and prepared at this time to avoid situations of trying again. So that really explains it. So I've come to the end of the video of effects of Saturn transit in Pisces for Capricorn rising and ascendant. So in my next video, I'll be focusing more on the effects of Saturn transit in Pisces for Aquarius risings or ascendant. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, please kindly subscribe to my channel, so as I'll be bringing in more videos and all those things like that. So thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Thank you.
Subscribe.